Naya, Janelle Lover Spike, my content is not for everyone, and I say respectfully. Today is currently October 15th, 2025. F-A-I-T-H, the energy is different. You know, you try to dim my light to discourage me, but I understood that walk of life at the end day. Hold on one second, God was sweet, far from pretending. When God sweet showed me pretend that you couldn't relate to, hold on one second. You know, confidence bothers your mental health. You had to play with spoke in a toxic way. Only rather hold on one second. God allowed me to understand my hold on one second, my vocabulary. When it comes to my reflection, I love myself, not to dim my light. I was shortchanging myself at the end of the day, because you said I wasn't worthy, but hold on one second. I had to understand why I overcame the pain. Hold on one second, when the world was against me, I had to understand why God fixed me. I'm trying to maintain something you could relate to. Hold on one second. With self-reflection, going within, understand unconditional started within. You know, hello, VE. They gonna try to dim your light. How to worship the devil, let alone my soul was never for sale when I was sweet keeping it real. I didn't have to dibble and dabble with spell work. You gonna bother certain folks' mental health when you truly woke. Hold on one second, being understanding unconditional love started within. I love myself. They really mad. They gotta play with spell, create a hate train to dim your life. But hold on one second, confidence is different. I didn't have to dibble and dabble with magic. I don't play with spell to be authentic. Had a potential when they was throwing spell in the toxic way. They wanted me to be insecure, be a crash out. I was far from that. At the end of the day, hold on one second, you know, pretending. I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. I understood God's ABC orders. The energy is different when they would never understand that hold on wasn't God truly brought you order. When the devil try to stop you, the enemy try to antagonize you, try to paint you out to be the villain they story, but hold on one second, your conscience is different. Motivation. I love myself, not to dim my light. I almost got lost at the end of the day. But I took accountability for my actions, understand that, hold on one second, our walk of life ain't the same, but I was truly far from pretending when God was protecting my mental. Hold on one second, I was far from a crash. I should be being woke. You know, F-A-I-T-H, the energy is different. I knew how to pray for my neighbor even when they was throwing spoke in a toxic way. I was far from an addict when they had to paint me out to be the villain in their story. God saw what they was doing behind closed doors. I wasn't running from the pain at the end of the day because I was willing to overcome the obstacles that, hold on one second, the devil tried to test me, but God truly was showing up for me. That ain't just different. You know, God was known for likes. He was a cloud chasing or fame. I may not make sense to the average person. Hold on one second. You know, overcoming pain. You know, healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process. It's not a crime to be authentic. I would never hurt myself regardless to what neighbor trying to pay me out to be a crash out. I am healing from a hate crime that was done to me. And I would never hurt myself regardless to who's gang stalking me or has me shadow banned. And I say respectfully, I am far from a hater and I do not worship the devil. Good day, bad.